Hi, guys. What?
You jumped in ahead of me, you cheat. This show is brought to you by Bec Chips.
Chips. Sounded like you said chips.
No, chips.
Oh my gosh. They're yummy, aren't they?
I think it's a good idea, these. I really do.
What?
They should have brought this back out in the 70s.
Why?
These packs.
Why?
And the Skyhooks wrote a song about eating twisties in the cinema. Haven't you heard of that?
No.
So anybody who's old as me and lived in Australia would know about Skyhooks.
I know the band.
I know.
Didn't the guy die in like a plane crash?
No, it's Helicopter.
Oh. Okay.
His name's Shirley Strong.
Oh.
I can name all the band members. I knew them. Anyway, I had a song called Smut. And the first line was Munchy Munchy Twisties.
Oh.
Do you know the song yet?
No, but I think I know where it's going.
He's in a cinema.
Yeah.
And if you get bored in a cinema, you open the bottom end of the bag and sit it in your lap.
Oh. Okay.
And then you'll grab your twisties.
Okay.
But this pack has Bec on it.
Oh
my God.
Gross.
It wasn't gross. It was a funny song for us when we were young, but
It's really gross.
it's really, that's what I said. Can I have the packets?
It makes me uncomfortable.
So I'm selling Bec chip packets.
No.
People don't go to the cinema anymore.
I do. I love going to the movies. It's a fun experience. What? I like it.
16-year-old boys don't go to the cinema anymore with twisty packets.
No. But I like going. I like to go and get my
You should
popcorn.
get popcorn and wine.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I like the big screen and the big sound, and when it's like a big boom and you feel
big boom.
the bass. I like going to the movies. It's really fun. It would just help if they brought out good movies.
It's never going to happen.
Well, I saw some good ones at the end of last year. I saw Don't Worry Darling. I saw Avatar.
Yeah, but you don't need big boom for Don't Worry Darling.
No, but I liked seeing Harry Styles on the big screen.
Oh, so you wanted his big boom, not the sound big boom. Can we? All right. So, you just like the big boom bigger.
Maybe. And we saw Avatar. I wanted to see the menu, but then they stopped showing it because we waited too long, so we had to go see Avatar instead.
You've seen Menu though, haven't you?
Yeah, it came out not long after on Disney Plus.
All right.
Disney Plus has some weird things on it. For a Disney streaming service, although it's our version of Hulu, which they have in America. So if they say it's on Hulu in America, it means it's on Disney Plus for us.
All right. But it's not on Disney Plus in America.
Yeah, no, it's on Hulu in America.
Yeah, but do they have Disney Plus in America?
I don't know. I'm not from America. I don't have it. I don't know. I just know that like the Kardashians show came out on Hulu and then we had it on Disney Plus.
Oh, so that's why we have Disney Plus.
I don't
The
know.
Kardashians.
Is that why you have it? I don't know.
I don't have it.
I do. I don't use your streaming services.
Oh, not like the rest of my family. Dad, can you pay for this so we can watch it? Sorry. So I decided to cancel one of my streaming services because I never used it. And then all of a sudden I'm getting billed again. Oh, Bec reactivated it so she could watch her shows.
Well, I didn't know you had cancelled it. I thought it just logged you out, so I just logged into it. I didn't realise you had cancelled it. If I'd have known that, I would have logged in from my account. Anyway, we're in Barcelona.
I was going to say, when are you going to tell them where we are? We were going to sit outside on a nice balcony, but
It's very noisy.
it's not as noisy now, but when the cars go past.
Yeah, cars
It was
go-
noisier yesterday.
Yes, there was a parade on yesterday. We're looking a bit dark.
We're looking very dark. Did you expose this properly?
It's on auto ISO.
Auto.
Auto.
Oh.
Do you want me to do it manual?
A manual?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think we are very dark.
I'll change it.
But it's going to overexpose everything else because we're backlit. Maybe if you turn the lights on over there might help better.
You should do lighting and photography and stuff.
No, not doing it. Wrong way. Doors and switches.
Oh, that's very bright.
Maybe that one might add more.
What do we
I don't think it added anything. No, you can just turn up the plus minus button that I taught you about many ages ago.
Many
Yeah, many ages ago I showed you what to do with that plus button.
How are we looking now?
Is that looking better?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
So my fuzzy hairs was in the way. Yeah, I think that looks better.
It looks better.
Oh,
We're really professional with this.
we're so professional. Oh yeah, that looks much better. Much better.
Yes.
How's my bruise coming up?
Oh yes, crash
I
it.
stacked it last night.
So the bottom doors here to get out on the street is a door inside a door.
Yeah.
So instead of opening the full door, the really big one, they have another door that's a bit smaller.
So there's this giant step, like about
an inch tall. It's a massive step.
it's like about this big of like a wooden plank, and I wasn't expecting it, and I was wearing big chunky docks, and I wasn't.
Crashed it.
Yeah.
Not as good as your LA crash, I still think.
That was. See, at least I was wearing leggings last night, so that's why I didn't skim my knee. I think if I was wearing this outfit, we would have.
That's right. She got all that infected pussy knee.
Yeah.
It's so infected and pussy. We ended up having we had to get stuff on it.
Yeah.
It started getting dangerously infected.
Well, it's because we had a model cancel last minute for the workshop, and I didn't want a model with a scabby knee, so I put on pants, but it was like a 40-degree day, and I was wearing pants, and I sweated, and all my sweat got in the open wound and got infected. Lovely story. And then I had
For all of you eating breakfast right now.
So I had to go, what was that weird ointment called?
Ointment.
Neosporin.
What?
Yeah. All the people in the workshop were like, you need to get some Neosporin on that. And I'm like, I need to get some what now?
So why did you put the twang on the now?
I don't know. 'Cause I felt like it.
Felt like it.
And today I am drinking a Marmelin's Rosé from Catalonia. I think it's a local wine.
It might be. Where's it from?
Product of Spain.
You said where it was from. That's in Spain.
Yeah, that's where we are, I think.
Yes. It might be from Spain. It might be a local wine. Yes, it is. It's 99 cents a bottle.
It's 12 euros, thank you very much.
I can only see the 99
No,
cents.
it's got a lemon. It's 12 euros. I can't...
So is it got any oak in this one? Or have we stopped eating wood? Although, no, you ate concrete last night. Can you tell me if it tastes like paving?
I'll tell you what I'll do.
Haven't you had... You've already had some. Stop pretending that you haven't had
I know
any.
I've had some, but I want to refresh my mind of the notes.
The notes. Don't spit it out when you laugh.
Tastes like nice rosé. It's not too sweet. I don't do sweet wines. Like if we go somewhere and I ask for a wine, they're like, would you like a dry one? I'm like, yes. Don't give me any other option. I just want the dry one, please.
You've been getting into the Pinots of late. It's because we don't know what the wines are in some of these places, and it always ends up being a Pinot.
Yeah, well, it was kind of
super
all I could.
light and
It's kind of all I could get at some point. No, this is nice. It's not too. It's a little bit sweet, but it's not super sweet. It's yummy. Tastes like wine.
Yes. So since we last spoke, we were in Geneva,
Yes.
and
We
it
went
was very Genevan.
Genevan. Yes.
And Bec decided that she wanted to take me on a date.
I did not. I think I've brightened us too much. I think half
You think
your
it
face.
brightened us too much?
I think half your face
Well,
is
just
going
minus it down one.
I am.
Yes, so
So where we were staying in St. Maurice, they have these.
well, the whole hotel.
Whole hotel is based. It's well, people, you don't have to stay there. People can just go to the thermal
yeah.
baths there. So they've got all these thermal baths and saunas and stuff, which we didn't go to. But we decided. Well, the pool was so one of the thermal baths was open until midnight on the Thursday, and we'd just finished up work, and so I thought, let's go in the nice thermal
But it
baths.
wasn't just work. We finished work. We had dinner.
We had work.
So it was about 9 o'clock by the time we got there.
It was dark and all the pool was all lit up with all these like cool fancy coloured lights, and I was like, that looks like a vibe. So I want to go in there. So I'd already found out as well, because I wanted to take selfies, because it's me. No, because I was going to go during the day and I wanted to take selfies.
Pictures of the old people.
No, I wanted to take selfies because it was like really nice blue looking water, and I was going to pretend I was in Iceland in those thermal
And
baths.
all the fog coming off the water.
Yeah, it looked really cool. But then they were like, no, you're not allowed to take photos. And I was like, oh, that's a bit of a buzzkill. Anyways, we decided to go into the thermal baths at like 9 at night. And
They're,
it was very coupley. and there was a lot of couples everywhere, and they were
all in dark corners.
They were all
and they so
the
Bec
water
and
was
I,
moving.
Bec and I, like there's lots of pools, and there's ones that have jets that make the pools go round, and you just sort of wade from pool. It's all at neck deep, and you've got these showers that blast the crap out of your head, and these tubes that come out of nowhere and spray up your bum and give you an M&R. And Bec and I have gone in there, keeping social distance. I think we're about 8 metres apart. But in the first pool, it was fine. It was sort of the water could be a little bit hotter.
There was still like 3 couples dotted around.
They
were like on top of each other.
They were into each other. But even getting in there, we had to go in there and card swipe, and we had to squeeze ourselves together to get through the gate because Bess had lost her free entry. And then it looked like you had to walk through a cubicle to get into the next area. And the next area you have to go in and shower. And my door wouldn't open if you can't just put the shower on and off. The shower has to be on for 30 seconds before your door will open and let you out.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
Oh, yeah,
well, I didn't try to get... I washed myself because I was like, I want to be... I'm hoping that everyone else is doing this before they get
in the pool, yes.
Yeah, so
and
that's
then
I like that.
Then you walk through a little foot cleaning pool.
Oh, yeah, that's right. So,
and then you come out and you go down these steps and you're submerged about waist deep, and then you go through this plastic screen out into the real pool. Yep. And it's just lots of people fucking...
I think we were there for a whole 2 minutes before we were... Or maybe I think we did a lap of the pool, and then I was like, we must leave.
No, we did a bit more because we were looking for somewhere with hotter water and nobody effing. And it was even more embarrassed because as we went to the second pool, it became very obvious what this was.
Yes. And I was
it was like a Roman baths back in Roman time. I think Caligula owned the park at the time. But every couple of metres, there was 2 people and a lot more steam in that area.
But then I realised, oh, that's why you can't take photos in here. But then they had like a security guard standing around, I assume, to make sure no one's taking photos.
He was the F police.
No photos.
There would have been no photos. But even when we sort of went to another area and it was really bubbling, I thought this is going to be really hot because there's so much steam. Because it's all outside. As we got closer, that's why it's bubbling. There's about 30 couples lined up along that wall.
So gross.
And I didn't know what I was more embarrassed about. My worker taking me into an F pool, or only 2 people in the entire pool weren't effing, and it was Bec and I, and we're walking around like single, trying to keep far enough away from each other. We got out of there and we had about 4 showers.
Yes, I went back to my room and I had like 2 hot showers. And then I put on my burger pants and I rocked back and forth on my bed. So that was very awkward.
So, not again, please, Bec.
No.
As much as you might want, this is not going to get you a pay rise. And if you want your Ferrari, sorry, OnlyFans is the way to get it. Not me.
It was just so awkward. And if one of my mates was like, oh, you'll have to bring Jared here. I'm like, no, I don't want to go bring my boyfriend to...
F in public.
Hey, babe, let's go down to the pool and have sex with a bunch of other couples. Like,
well, you could do... See,
while some security guard watches us.
But if you could go down during the day and do it with all the old people. Because during the day, it's all these old people. It feels like Close Encounters. It's all the old people in dressing gowns and weird. And anyway, it was
It was an experience.
Yes, not going bathing with Bec ever again.
It sounds so weird.
It was weird.
It was weird. And I thought this was going to be nice and wholesome and we would just hop in and like... I don't know, float. And I just wanted to find some nice hot water and sit there and chill, like to unwind. No, instead I get presented with people presenting themselves to me. It was weird.
I like the very top pool that I wanted to go up to because I had heaps of steam. I thought, that's going to be super hot up there, but the lights were red coming out of the water. Yes. And I thought, and there's lots of heads up there.
Yes.
But they're all single.
Yeah.
I just didn't know where their partners were.
Yes, exactly. Oh, God.
I think they were snorkeling. They thought they were on the Great Barrier Reef and they went snorkeling. They were finding Nemo. But yes, it's something Please, Bec, would you not do this again?
I don't want to ever see that again. Oh, it was so awkward. I told my mum and my sister last night. They were cracking up laughing. Whoops. Well, how was I to know that it was couples night?
Why else would they have late night?
For people that are working and then have dinner to go to and then want to go in, I don't know.
I think it's an after dinner thing, not a pre-dinner thing.
Okay. Well, anyways, that was extremely awkward.
It was. I just thought everybody should go get a house or a room.
Yes. It's perfectly good hotel rooms upstairs.
Yes. Our hotel room was very nice after getting out of there. You could close all the doors and just...
Oh, my God. Yeah. So anyway,
I'm officially out of Southern Comfort.
You're getting some tomorrow?
Yeah, we'll see about this.
Well, I ordered some today. The guy took my name and my
I trust
phone
you. I'll
number.
just see what happens. Don't look at me like that.
Well, I tried to get some yesterday. I found a place that actually has... Well, they don't have it in the store, but they have it in their warehouse. I called yesterday, I spoke to
Why didn't he order it yesterday when you rang?
I don't know. He told me to call back in the morning.
You know why? He's effing with you. He's in the spa with you right now.
No, God.
Yes,
can we
because...
please? I don't want to talk about the spa anymore. Can we please not?
Because his brother owns the restaurant that you rang, and they won't speak to her in Spanish, but they'll talk to other people in English, but they don't speak English to you.
What? No, they don't. They don't.
Oh, no, it was this one. You ring up, speak English, and you ring up in the morning, everyone's speaking Spanish. And so this is payback.
For what?
They've been watching our podcast, and they've seen 4 years ago you were going to learn Spanish.
We haven't been doing a podcast for 4 years.
No, but you mentioned it a couple of podcasts ago.
Oh.
And they're paying you back for not learning your Spanish.
Well, whatever.
Anyway, she rings up.
I'll tell the story. It was a nice story.
Would you hurry up then? They've gone to sleep.
I called yesterday and I said, do you have Southern Comfort? And he said, not in the store, but I'll call but we have it in the warehouse. If you call back in the morning, I can order it and it'll be there by the afternoon. So I called back this morning and I asked the lady in Spanish if she spoke English, and no. And I was like, okay, does anyone there speak English? No.
But did you say that in Spanish?
No, I don't know how to say that in Spanish.
So she didn't know what you said. She just repeated the no.
Well, I don't know how to say that in Spanish.
Or she didn't know how to listen to you in English.
Anyway, but she had attitude and everyone was saying, no. It was like that restaurant when I was trying to change our reservation.
No.
No.
You just rub people up the wrong way over the phone. This is your
Obviously.
Telstra voice, isn't it?
This is why I don't like calling people.
Sorry, I'm going to cut you off in 2 minutes.
I was actually really nice when I worked at Telstra. People were mean to me.
P.S. Telstra is a telecommunications company that cut people off.
If you don't pay your bills, they cut you off.
But you keep bills going for people who die.
Unless
Unless you cancel it. Otherwise, we're going to bill you for the rest of your death.
No, after a certain amount of time, if the bill goes unpaid, you get automatically disconnected.
And then they dig you up and take your rings off your fingers. Or they dig you up and wheel you out to the spa at midnight, so for the people who can't see.
No, I always loved it when I get people call up and they'd be pissed off about whatever reason, and their argument was, well, I'm just not going to pay my bill then. And I'd be like, okay, that's cool, don't pay it, but if you don't pay it, your services are going to get disconnected. It's not a really good comeback, dude.
That didn't work. And these telecommunication companies have all got big, legally bound extra bills. Every month you don't pay, you get hit 20% interest.
No, it was just a $15 late fee.
Oh, is that all it was? Even for 10 years?
Well, it wasn't go for 10 years. There's a certain amount of months before you get disconnected.
I know, but they still could owe you for 10 years, so you don't keep on interesting up?
No.
Oh, no wonder they don't make money.
Yes, they do.
So you still didn't finish your story.
Yeah, because you rudely interrupted me. It's called
payback. Oh, yeah, I did what you do.
So So she said that no one spoke English, and I was like, well...
Well, if she said that,
Oh, no,
she spoke English.
She did say that. She said no.
You just said, she said nobody spoke English. That means she spoke English.
Anyone there spoke English, and she said no. So I decided I'll just walk down there. It's a 20-minute walk, and I have nothing else to do. I can't call back because I'm going to get attitude. And so I just decided to walk down there, and then thankfully there was a lovely guy working there, and I showed him a photo, and he had a look, and he's like, I can order it. And I was like, thank you. And then he goes to, so he was putting in the order, and he's like, so it'll be here ready around the same time tomorrow. 1 bottle? I'm like, no, 4. I was like, it's for my boss. Just that look on his face.
I still don't get why, yes, if you ring back, you can order it in the morning. Oh, can I order it now with you?
Yeah, I don't know.
Why you didn't ask that?
Yeah. Anyway. It's all ordered for tomorrow. So
it's
one more
all
night.
Ordered.
I'll go back and pick it up tomorrow. Your 4 bottles of Southern.
You're not going to be able to carry that.
Yeah, I will.
Well, can you be very, very careful of the door downstairs?
Yes.
Otherwise, I'm going to have 4 broken bottles.
No, you need to... I'm trying to think what I can, put it in to carry it.
There's things called bags that are normally made to carry things. It's been around for a little bit of time. I think bags were around before the wheel was invented.
Considering it's like a proper alcohol shop, maybe they'll have boxes that the wine came in, and they'll give me a box.
And you're going to carry that 4 kilometres back.
It's not 4 kilometres, it's 20 minutes. Yeah, it's like just over a kilometre.
It's actually 20 minutes to walk a kilometre.
No, or maybe it's 2 kilometres. It's not that far.
The head's moving again.
It's not that far. It's only a 20-minute walk. It's fine. Maybe it's 2 kilometres. I don't know. Anyway, it would be handy if I had a box, because bags I don't trust, especially plastic ones, especially 4 bottles of alcohol.
I was tossing up if to put my dead mouse bag in my luggage to travel with, to collect our shoppings and that. Oh. But then I got miserly with my weights.
You got what?
Miserly.
What does that mean?
I don't know. It's a word I just made up. Leave me alone. Look it up. Miserly. I'm certain someone has used that before in their life. And there'll be some language. I'm certain I've heard it. Positive. Miserly. It might have been something my nan said when she was drunk. I don't know. You're going to look it up now, aren't you?
Miserly.
You don't know how to spell it properly, so you won't find it. Anyway. And I took it out because I was being careful with weights, because we've got to fly shit airlines for a couple of flights. Well, I wish I put that in, because it most likely only weighed 2 ounces.
Yeah, that's not very heavy.
Have we found miserly for me?
If the weather is miserly...
No, that's miserable.
No,
you spelt it wrong.
Raining with many very small drops. Miserly.
Miserly.
I spelled M-I-Z-L-E-Y.
There's no Z in my miserly.
How is it spelled?
You're asking someone with dyslexia how to spell
How do you
something.
know how it's spelled?
Well, I think it's an S, not a Z. Well, miserable doesn't have a Z in it.
Misly.
Miserly. Like Miserly Cyrus.
That's Miley. It's not a word.
If she was a bad, she'd be my... I use it in Scrabble all the time. Leave me alone. It is.
But how do you play Scrabble when you can't spell?
I used to win all the time.
How does that work?
Well, you just use all the big letter things in one word. Like Z, X, J's and all that in one word. It's simple. You get really high scores.
You can't spell, though. You have to make actual words. You can't just put down gibberish.
No, that's your version. You have your own version of Monopoly, don't you?
No.
Oh. Everyone has their own version of Monopoly. Come on. You don't have double when you pass go?
No.
Or if you land... No, it's one of the ones if you land on, you got double the money in the kit and...
No, if you land on free parking... So if you get like a chance card and it says you've got to pay something, that money goes in the middle, and then if you land on free parking, you get all the money on free parking.
Yeah, we always doubled it.
That's not fair.
Well, that gives you more money. See, this is why Jared beats you. He's playing by his rules and you're playing by the fair rules.
We're playing by the same rules.
You sure now?
Yes.
You always lose.
It's because he just rolls better.
He rolls better.
It's better rolls.
I'm certain there's people out there know that people have their own rule monopolies, and I have my own rule Scrabble. No, always win.
I'm never playing Scrabble with you. It would be the most frustrating thing ever.
Why?
Because it would just be really frustrating. Because you'd just write gibberish down.
I don't know how to spell gibberish, so I wouldn't use that word.
Oh my God.
I've won every time I've played against myself.
Good
Yes,
on you.
no, we had many arguments as kids over Scrabble.
I could imagine.
As if I'd trick my sister to look somewhere else and I'd pinch one of her letters and swap it around. But on the board and say, there's no J in, but there is in pyjamas. In dog. And I'd change her G for a J without her knowing.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I'm not playing with you.
Thank you. I would prefer that. Thank you very much. The spa was a big enough friggin' scare. Oh my God. I think it's time to go home.
I would like to stop talking about the...
Well, you're the one who keeps bringing it up.
No, I'm not. You are.
Anyway,
We're in Barcelona now. We're going to have tapas for dinner.
we had our own private parade last night.
We had our own there was a dog in a little caboose thingy, caboodle.
Oh, the caboodle.
Was that what they're called? The things like what you put babies in, like when you strap babies to the front of you and like someone had one of their dogs
No,
in
it's
it.
not an airbag.
An airbag?
Yeah, when you put a baby on the front, so if you fall over, you don't hurt yourself.
Oh my God. I don't know what it's called, but he had his dog in one and its little arms and legs were flopping. It looked really cute.
And you kept taking pictures of him like some pervy person.
I took 2 photos,
Really?
I think.
Maybe 3.
Oh, well, whatever. I was trying to get a good one of you. Were telling me to. You were encouraging me because you told me to
because I was watching you. It was quite funny that you didn't notice.
They weren't watching me. Were they?
Yes, they were. He kept on turning away and just looking up out the corner of his eye.
Oh.
Oh.
Well, I'll
And
never
you're
see
worried about the gap in the curtain behind us now.
I'll never see them again. Well, maybe he shouldn't wear his dog strapped to him like a child and people wouldn't take photos of him. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes.
Attack the poor person.
I'm not attacking him. I'm just saying. What is
You called him stupid.
What?
He was quite a nice looking person.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm sure
Anyway.
he was. But he had a dog strapped to him like a child. It was silly.
Would you like a chip? Next.
What?
So what have you done this week?
Travelled to Barcelona.
And?
And went out to find you Southern Comfort today.
So you're repeating what we've already spoken
Well,
about. So there must be something you've done. You slept. And you've drinking. And you've eaten. That's Bec's week. Oh, she's back on her vlogs.
I need to edit. I should have done that today. I'll edit tomorrow.
Have you posted anything yet?
On YouTube, no. Well, it takes longer to edit those ones. I posted on my TikTok because those ones are quick and easy.
Oh, Beck needs new followers on TikTok.
I have like over 100 now.
Oh, you've grown by 4. I'm certain the last time you told me, which was last week, you had 96.
I've got like 103 now.
Oh, so you just got 3 then?
I don't know.
No.
Anyways, I will do some editing tomorrow after I pick up your Southern Comfort.
You haven't told anybody anything new yet? We're still on last week.
I don't know. I haven't really... It's been... Like, I called my dad today and even Dad was like, how is everything? No, he's like, how is everything? And I'm like, yeah, good. And he's like, how's work going? I'm like, yeah, fine.
I had a spa with my boss.
You didn't mention that because I want to let it go. Oh my God.
And there was no oak in there either.
So, yeah, it was just kind of a bit of a boring phone call. And even Dad's like, how's the accommodation been? And I was like, no commission flats. Like,
One looked like it was going to be. The one in Geneva
it looked like it was
when we
going
first
to be.
pulled up, it looked like, oh, Beck, you've done it again.
Way back to...
And then there was police with flashing lights looking over a fence, I think a dead body.
No, it wasn't a dead body. I was just checking I'm still recording. I get paranoid of
You get paranoid.
I'm still recording on everything. Are you still? Yeah, you are. So. Okay.
And for the Ubi-Tubies, sorry about last week. I don't know what Ubi-Tubi did to our podcast.
Oh, yeah, I don't know.
Because it just all of a sudden cut off where we did an edit point,
I think
but the
you
sounds
did
didn't. No, but my file was fine. The sound was fine. That went on to Buzzy Sprouts.
Well, I didn't see the
But
files.
it took forever to upload. So I think the crappy internet speed for upload.
Maybe.
Anyway, we fixed it.
We fixed it. But yeah, no, sorry, excuse me. Everything's been fine. Like, which is good.
It's boring. It's nice.
It's nice.
We had a nice week. It's nice. That's boring.
Oh. So that's what Peter says to everyone about your photos shouldn't just be nice.
I don't tell people their photos are nice.
No, I said you tell people that they should aim for their photos to not be just nice.
Nice. They should be horrible.
Tell people that they should make it more than just nice.
It's nice.
Because if it's just nice, it's
Nice.
nice.
Yeah, it's forgettable.
Yeah.
Like if you have a nice meal, you go, oh, that was nice.
You want it to be like, that was amazing.
Or that was crap.
No, that because you remember it.
Yeah. And you just don't go there again. Like the spa. You know it's not going to stop until next week. I'll have found something new to harp on you over and over again.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Next week when we're in Paris.
That's right, Paris next week.
Yes.
Yes. Looking forward to that.
How was your week? What have you done?
I've done lots, and it's so different. I didn't cook and I didn't edit
Yeah, wow.
on the weekend.
Wow.
It's like the first in years.
First since
We had a very busy time. I had lots of
you did
teachings, lots of teachings, and lots of light bulb moments for people, but also for myself. Just little things, just tiny little things.
Like what? Enlighten us.
It was nice, so I can't remember. No, it was a couple of things that happened. I can't remember them now, but it was sort of like something someone said, and I hadn't thought of it that way, and it was like, I need to remember. That's a really good way to describe
and you can't remember it.
Because it was nice. It's gone straight over my head. No, just, I don't know, it's cool. We had a special person at the workshop in Geneva, and he was so much fun.
He was awesome.
Yeah. So that actually it was really fun. Like at first I thought people would start getting worried by it, but everyone seemed to really enjoy it.
Yeah, no, he was really enthusiastic and I loved that.
Yeah, no,
about him.
That was really good. Just meeting new people. I love meeting people.
Yeah, me too.
And I had a thing I had to do this morning for John Hernandez. Not her. He said her is quiet.
Oh, Hernandez.
Hernandez. So John Hernandez Educational, which is in Barcelona.
Yes.
And he's doing some new stuff, and I went down there to do. He does something once a year. Where it's a live thing, and because
it's like a kind of like online festival type.
Online
thing.
festival live, and because I couldn't be there, we just filmed it as if it's live, so there's no edits. It just ran straight through without any cuts, and met a lovely model that I hadn't worked with before. And
did you break her? Oh, sorry, we're not allowed to say that.
I actually broke her, but she didn't need much breaking. It was like it started off bad. She likes cats. So I couldn't do my dog thing, but...
For anyone new here, we mean breaking bad habits. We don't mean breaking their spirits. Don't come for us.
Well, she hadn't been modelling for super long, but she is a dancer and a performer in the way her handstands were incredible when she was doing stuff like that. So she'd been doing gymnastics stuff all her life. So she moved really well. She was very comfortable in front of the camera, and she'd basically said, I've never worked with a photographer like you before. Yes,
actually I've stopped telling models that, because normally when we get a model walk in for a workshop or even a shoot, like if we're travelling and I go downstairs of the apartment to pick them up and stuff.
And you walk down with your hands flapping like that, do you? And then you trip over the step and crash it.
I normally give them a little bit of a heads up. Well, I used to give them a bit of a heads up. I'd be like, just letting you know, you've probably never worked with a photographer like Peter before. He's a little bit weird, but he's okay. And I've stopped saying it because they're always...
Do you say weird? I thought you said different. You say weird. He's special, he licks windows. Is that what you said? No wonder they look at me like that.
They would always be like, weird how? I'm like, oh, no. Like, he's harmless, he's fine. He's just a little bit different.
That's not going to make any girl comfortable.
So I stopped saying it because I saw them all freak out. So I was like, I was just trying to warn them that you are
different.
Well, it's true. And pretty much every single time someone works with you for the first time, they leave and then they're like, I've never worked with a photographer like you. So
and we'll never do it again.
So I just was kind of pre-warning them before you start doing your things. Like, I'm not looking at you, I'm looking at light. And you stare at them and you're like, I'm not actually looking at you, I'm just looking at the light. Like, things like that. Most photographers don't do stuff like that. And the whole
you can't help it.
No, but the whole like talking and stuff and like all your little tricks that you do and all that. Like, so many photographers don't do that.
She really appreciated it. And that's why she actually said, if every photographer's like, modeling's really easy. I don't even think of that. So it was cool. Yeah. And you could even, the other people in the studio could see it instantly, that how she went from a little bit not sure to full on laughing and then saying, I hate smiley shots, but these are beautiful. So
that's good.
Yeah, no, that was fun. I say it a bit. I learn so much when I'm doing this. I don't know.
Because you're saying things out loud.
Yeah, I think it does come down to that. When you say something out loud, it tends to sink in a bit better. Thanks for the editing of the chip sounds out of the microphone.
I was being careful. One of them was staring at me.
Why'd you cut your knees off?
We've already made that joke.
I know, I'm joking again.
Parrot.
Anyway, so we have to do a bit of photography. We had someone complain that I thought this was a photography show.
We never said it was going to be. When did we ever say it was going to be? Go back to episode 1. We never said it was going to be.
I have dyslexia.
That's got nothing to do with listening to episode 1.
Well, I can't spell it. I have learned IT. I can't spell it. IT.
Oh, right.
Sorry, one flew over the cuckoo's nest.
Well, if you have to explain the joke, it wasn't very funny.
Oh, you're a bit thick.
No, it just wasn't very funny.
Pick on me still.
Hey, last week all you did was pick on me.
So you say.
There's like literal proof.
Oh, so is that why you put me in the spa with the people doing all that stuff around me? You walked me down there. It's like Silence of the Lambs. So you take me down for the slaughter. Are they going to sacrifice? Now I know what it is. Eyes Wide Shut. It was an Eyes Wide Shut festival. Have you seen it? Oh, so you're not going to get it.
Never seen it.
You need to watch it now. Add it to the list of movies you've never seen.
Yeah.
Before you watch Harry Potter for the 10th time.
I've heard about it. I remember Mum rented it from the movie store back when that was a thing when I was a little girl. Like Blockbuster and stuff. Remember the good old days? I remember she rented it and I was like, oh, Mum, can I watch a movie with you? And she was like, no, not this one. But then she made me watch Red Dragon when I was 10. She had a lot to explain for, that woman.
Mm-hmm.
Not to answer for, not explain for.
Explain for, answer for.
Answer for. Yes, and you wonder it turned out to be a little emo thing.
An emo thing?
Yes.
From Red Dragon?
Yes.
It's not really emo.
It's pretty dark and twisted.
But it's not emo.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's emo, I'm just saying it's twisted.
Yeah, it's
so any wonder I turned into a little
twisted
goth child.
So you're twisted, sister.
Yeah.
Yeah, so after being really interrupted again while I tried to add some photography to this discussion, I've forgotten what else I was going to talk about. So we'll go back to talking about the spa.
I don't want to talk about it anymore. I'm sure people are sick of hearing about it as well. It's boring.
What I was going to say, it was quite interesting. I expected to be crucified for the P for Professional thing.
Yes.
Like, there's a couple of people that weren't happy.
Yeah, there was a couple, and I saw it really bothering you.
Sorry?
I saw it bothering. There was a comment you got that really bothered you.
Did it?
Well, you maybe you're just tired.
I can't remember one really bothering me.
No,
it was... sorry. The original comment didn't really bother me. I just go, well, he doesn't get it. She's talking about completely different things to what the thing was. But somebody else jumped on there and added to his. And I thought, all right, I need to answer both of you. And I answered them with the same question but worded different. The first person ran with his tail between his legs and never saw him again. And the second person realised how silly his comment was and said, "Oh, I didn't mean it like that." And that was fine. That didn't offend me at all. I was thinking of the right way to explain it because he obviously didn't understand.
Right.
That's where I was having trouble. Right. But then I had a ripper of a person come on there. It's the best answer that I could see. He said that putting your camera into any automatic mode is like getting into a car with a drunk driver. You don't know where you're going to end up. I thought that was lovely.
As we sit here with auto ISO.
We're videoing, and if our scenery is not changing, we're not changing, so we're not affecting. No. It's only if the light changes.
Right.
Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
Yes.
My back is sore. These chairs are horrible.
But I'm just hoping I woke up, they are horrible, and you made me sit on this because you thought they were cute. There's really nice, comfortable chairs over there, but Bec goes, "Oh, they're cute." They look like Barcelonian ones.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, I wanted to sit in the ambiance on the balcony.
The ambiance.
The ambiance on the balcony.
There's no ambiance. It's cars driving past and taxis.
Oh, they would have been able to see the little Spanish buildings and such.
Well, they still wouldn't have been able to see it. The glass doesn't make this lighter. It would have still been white behind us with blowout. Don't think about it too much. Your head will explode. If anybody has seen Mars Attack, they know at the end when the country and western yodelers start singing and you watch the alien heads go boom. That's about what you look now.
Spoiler alert.
Well, you'll never watch it.
What if I do?
Well, I've just spoiled it for you.
Who is that? That was directed by someone that...
Yeah, director.
Someone will tell me in the comments.
Someone will tell me in the comments. That's if they've listened to this crap for this long. They've most likely all gone home. Or they've gone back. They've got up in the middle of the night like some people to listen to it and they've fallen back to sleep again.
My chair is broken.
Anyway.
I didn't break it.
Anyway. You keep diverting me off where I want to go. You just don't want to talk about photography. All
I
right.
do.
We'll talk about what's your best... Oh, Bec nearly finished a hamburger.
I did. Nearly.
There
was like one bite left. I was too full.
Yeah, that was a nice burger.
That was a really nice burger.
And that was in Geneva, of all places.
I wasn't expecting to get like a really good smash burger in Geneva.
Neither was I.
It was really tasty.
I agree. The beer was horrible, but the smash burger was nice.
Our wine was nice. Everything was really nice there. I liked it.
And then next biggest surprise. Not business class airplane for food.
That was technically business. I mean, it wasn't business class, but we got business class food. But it was economy. Just they don't book with the seat. Like the seat in front of you, seat in between you stays vacant.
Yes. So that's why I said not business class.
I even put on my story, I was like, this is the least business class I've ever been in. I didn't even get a welcome champagne. The audacity.
Yeah, that's because you drank them out of friggin' wine in the lounge.
No, but that's wine, not champagne. No, champagne.
No, didn't you have mimosas?
Oh, yeah, I did too.
That's champagne.
I only had two.
I like the guy that was working behind the bar, working in the food area, and he saw you go through, and he quickly filled all the bowls back up. And he saw me, so Bec's done a little beautiful champagne flute and 3/4 filled it with sparkles, champagne, and put a single drop of orange juice in it, so she could call it a mimosa. So I'm cleverer than her. The champagne flutes are too small, so I got a nice big orange juice glass. Tumbler, and 3/4 filled it with champagne and put a drop of... And the guy said, that was clever. And I said, it's more clever because everyone knows she's having a mimosa. Everyone thinks I'm drinking orange juice. I
don't care. People can judge me.
Well, I think he did the same so he could keep working.
Oh my God. Anyway, you can talk about your photography stuff. We don't want people to...
No, I got the hint. Every time I started, you divert it way to something of your taste.
I didn't mean to.
So it's now going to be called the Bec and Peter Podcast.
I didn't mean to. Talk about your...
That's all right.
Talk about Go back to what you're saying.
No, I'm fine. I'm happy to talk about yours. So you watched the last couple of episodes of Drag Race. Would you like to fill everybody in about your Drag Race?
No, talk about your things. I didn't mean to divert you. I was just trying to keep...
I've completely lost the point I was going to go to, so it's all right.
You're talking about People Professional.
Yeah, no, I can't remember there was one point I was going to go to.
You thought you were going to get crap for it and you didn't.
It's still not going to work. My brain's a bit emptied. I've been up since 6 o'clock this morning, working, not like you who went to bed at 6 o'clock this morning.
Go to bed at 6 o'clock. I went to bed at like midnight.
Oh. Yeah.
Well, I want to know what you were going to say. I'm curious now.
Seriously. Oh, one thing, I think I'm a bit happy.
Oh, you like a tethering.
I like a Malika. Yeah, this trip so far has been a bit of a bummer for me because I didn't bring my H6s because I dare scratch them, bounce them, break them, get them stolen. So I made an executive decision that I'm going to lock my H6s in 2 different safes.
Really?
Yeah, one at home, one at the studio. In case something happens, I'm not going to have one.
Oh my God.
And put my X2. And I forgot how much I hate this camera. Every time I go to take a photo, every time I look in the viewfinder, I remind myself how much I do not like this camera. But it's all right for the workshops. It tethers fine, except it started not to tether. It tethered fine on landscape, but when I went to portrait, it was telling me not to shoot in portrait.
Yeah, why were you doing portrait?
I was doing something. The room wasn't big enough for me to go back in landscape and get her full length jumping.
Oh.
Right, so every time like that, disconnected the tether cable. And I locked the tether cable so it couldn't even move. The camera now disconnects me if I rotate it.
This is a new answer for people who say, why don't you shoot in landscape? I mean, why don't you shoot in portrait?
Because Hasselblad disconnects me if I try and shoot portrait. Yeah. But I've been had a little bit of problem. I've had a little bit of problem for the last couple of months with the Leica tethering to Lightroom because of the Apple changed their operation system a couple of times. I noticed today it's like 13.3.1a. That's how many changes they've made in a short time. So they've created lots of little bugs by their new system. And yes, stupid me, shouldn't have updated it, but one of my programs needed an update for what they just put out. And then Lightroom starts doing updates as well. And in Geneva in Zurich had a little bit of problem one day, but then next day just ran flawlessly. Fine. And we get to Geneva, plug it into all the normal startup.
No, it's St. Maurice startup.
Oh, St. Maurice, sorry. It's all my normal startup. It all comes up ready to shoot, and I go 3, 2, 1, crash. And I went through I'm very good at problem solving with camera gear. Hasselblad taught me. Every time they brought out a new camera or new firmware, something would crash.
And you'd find a fix.
And I could find what caused it. Then I could report to Hasselblad. And one of them was the best. It took about 3-4 weeks for me to work out exactly how to crash it. And it was back button focus, take a photo, back button focus. It has to refocus each time on the back button. Do that 3 times and the camera disconnects the back. Like not physically, electronically disconnects. And it took ages to work out because I'd go into the office and just start clicking, won't disconnect. And every time I got back to the studio, 3 photos, it would disconnect. But I worked out, when in the studio, I always focused before I took the picture. Anyway, so I did learn, and with the bug, with the Leica and with Lightroom, I went through every single scenario, about 5 or 6 different ways to start up, like with it plugged in, camera turned on, turn on Lightroom, don't have it plugged in, plug it in with the camera turned off, then turn it on. I went through every single one, looked at every single one of my softwares, took all my software, like nothing running at all in the background, then removed the memory cards out, changed some of the settings within the Leica I thought might have been messing with it. No. Plug it in. 1, 2, 3, crash. I have 2 Leicas, both were doing the same. I tried 3 different cables, exactly the same. But then, thanks to John, he contacted the Leica person here. He's first sent through, he needs to have the latest Leica software. Yeah, did that. Is he on the latest software of everything? Yep, done that. And he's gone, you need to be on Lightroom version 14. According to Lightroom, they're only version 12.3. I went on their website and I got 12.3. Typo. Then I had to go into the Tether play. It has a little app that goes in, and he said, you've got to be on 2.001. I said, I'm on that. And I kept on saying, I think it was Apple updating the latest update. He goes, yeah, I'm on the latest one. And I said, he said, what are you on? It was 13.0.0.1 or something. And I said, well, I'm 4 steps ahead of you. Then it turns out when Lightroom's last update did, it turned off Rosetta, which is what Lightroom needed to run with tethering.
Oh, right. So
because it turned that off, that looked like that caused a problem. So I physically turned it back on, and then you saw it worked once. So let's see what happens tomorrow.
Fingers crossed.
That made me happy because when I'm teaching, I want to teach 2 different ways. So like the Hasselblad system, but hardly anyone's got a Hasselblad anymore, and anybody who has, good luck. I don't know how long focus is going to be around now. So I'm certain that's going to go within the next couple of years. So I got to find a new thing, and as I've always said, I don't like Capture One, and it's nothing against the company. That's just not my look. I've tried. How many years have I tried to get my look? And
how many questions have we?
People would pay us a fortune if I could get my look in Capture One. I just can't. I've just tried everything. I can't get my black and white, and I can't get my look.
It's too digital.
It's too digital.
I don't like the way it makes skin look. Well, my skin, personally. Because I don't have the best skin, and I don't like how sharp Capture One is, because it points out all of my imperfections.
Yes.
I need a better skincare routine. Thanks for the reminder, Capture One.
Thanks for the reminder. But now, so I'm happy, and we'll try out with filming tomorrow, and we'll see how it works tomorrow. Fingers crossed. But if it is, it makes me much happier.
That's good. I'm glad.
It's really good.
Which is very good.
It also reminded me one thing, the 2 of the people in Zurich, it was really interesting. So it's 2 side by side, and one of them was an engineer. And the other one was a painter. And they're good friends.
Oh, that's right.
And they're always criticising each other about, one's, it's not sharp enough. And the other one would go, your pictures are disgusting. They just look like a... It was funny when I went through my story about sharp and all things like that. The painter just goes, I told you so. That's why nobody likes your photos. It's really funny to watch that.
That's cute.
It is cute.
I love it when you do go through the whole sharp thing, and you can see some people in the room are like, thank you.
There's some people go, thank you, and there's other people go, no, don't take the rules off me. I need those rules.
It needs to be sharp.
It needs to be. I don't know what I'd do if it wasn't.
So there's 2 types. There's never anyone in between. It's either.
It's one way or the other. There's a couple of the ones at Geneva was really fun. It was sort of like, thank God, I've been deleting my favourite photos.
But Peter said it's okay.
Peter said it's okay. So if... I put my phone into silent so you can't hear the timer going off. Oh.
Really?
Silent didn't work. Well, the timer I went to... It's delayed.
It doesn't work for alarms because my phone's pretty much constantly on silent. My alarm still goes off in the morning.
No, it doesn't. You always sleep in.
No, that's because I hit snooze. It goes up, but I'm...
No, it's not you hit snooze. You hit stop thinking you hit snooze.
Sometimes I do that. When I want to hit stop, I hit snooze, and then I think I've hit stop, and then I go back to sleep we go. And then it goes off again and wakes me up. But then when I want to hit snooze, I hit stop, and then back to sleep we go. And then I'm like...
Every morning?
No, not every morning.
I'm going to put a piece of tape over the stop button. Anyways.
Not like every morning. I haven't been late once this trip.
Well, it's a bit hard.
What?
To be late this trip.
What do you mean?
We're living in the same apartment.
In Zurich we had 2 separate rooms. In St. Maurice we had 2 separate rooms. And I was only late in St. Maurice because you told me to be. You were like, come at lunchtime when you need a model.
No, but you weren't late because you came when I told you to.
Exactly. See?
What's that dumb face for? You're thinking of what or something. You've just been sitting up all night not sleeping.
No, I've been sleeping.
In fact, what have you said every single morning?
I'm tired.
I'm so tired.
Yeah, but
So
I
you can
think-
have the next morning off. No worries. She turns up at 12 o'clock. I'm so tired.
I spoke
and
to
then
my-
I gave you the next morning off. I'm so tired.
I spoke to my mum about this, and mum thinks it's because I'm like iron deficient.
You're
and
deficient?
I was like,
Yeah, when Mum and I have been talking about your deficiency for a while.
I think because I haven't really been eating like meat and veggies. I've just been having cheese pizzas. I think
And fried halloumi.
I've just been
And grapes.
And grapes. Fruit salad, thank you very much.
Fruit salad.
It's mostly grapes, but we'll call it fruit salad. Yeah, because I haven't really been having nutrients and iron.
Well,
and
you
stuff.
could have had red meat for lunch today and you just turned up your nose at it.
I'm really fussy.
You even got a bit of carpaccio and didn't eat it.
Yeah, I didn't like it.
Did you taste it?
Yeah, I spat it out.
You spat it out.
I
I hope that wasn't a bit of carpaccio I ate off your plate. You'd pre-masticated it, did you?
No, there was a little bit that
Yeah.
and then there
Did
was
you
a-
pre-masticate that?
There was a bigger bit and then there was a little bit. Did you eat the little chew bit?
I'm not admitting to being masticated.
You are my little bird. I will chew your food for you.
I was trying to stop your embarrassments about 3/4 full plates. She has all these things like if she doesn't like the food, she migrates it to my plate.
I do it to Jared as well.
So it looks like I'm the ungrateful person that is keeping starving kids in Africa not alive.
Jared eats it for me. Jared's good. What Jared does, this is why I love the man so much, is that like he'll eat and I'll eat as much as I can and then I'll have like half my food and then he actually swaps our plates and gives me the empty one and then he eats as much as he wants of mine. Sometimes he finishes it, sometimes he leaves a little bit, but I always have the empty plate because he knows it bothers me if like, so he's good. I like him. We'll keep him.
I'm not doing that.
It's fine. I wouldn't expect you to.
Good.
I expect
So
him
I'm
to.
not
though.
going to. What was that
I
noise?
expect him to though.
Oh, so this is why you don't have a ring on it. Because you've been force feeding him. So
No.
we're going to make Fagua out of him now. Yes, you've been force feeding the goose.
No, that's
And Red Dragon, so we're going to cut him up and eat him.
no.
You sure now?
Yes.
All right.
Anyway, we should go out for some tapas.
For some tapas.
Yes.
It's all right, but there's no swimming pool in the
No,
tapas bar?
there's no swimming
spa?
pools. No,
You're not
there's
taking
no
me to a
thermal
sauna?
baths. No, I'm not doing any of that.
Promise?
I pinky promise.
It's not a nude tapas bar?
Oh my freaking god, no, it's not. You schmidiot.
Schmidiot. So we'll talk to you next week from
Paris.
Paris.
Bye guys.
See you.